It's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bauer. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the running back. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Punt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Arkansas's offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Wilson to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 30. lead. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Staley. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop block on every single play early.
Which is illegal to be done. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Pressure coming. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Here comes the Texas offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield, and even that spin move couldn't create space. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. That's caught. It's Washington. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 39. They'll move the tight end. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll try to run for it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. The hand to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. Follow the blockers. The offense offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wilson will throw. That's caught. It's Staley. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Makes the catch. It's Hayes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. They just keep firing. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Trying play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Staley. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
And they'll knock him down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Longhorns will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Wilson to pass. Touchdown, Arkansas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. And he's brought down after a nice game. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Working that left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. He'll pull it down. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Wilson will throw. Fires left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Fires to the tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down. Already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to bowl his way in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for space. It's Kane. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wilson to pass. Complete to the right. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Hayes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Staley. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. No huddle here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wilson will throw. Under fire. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looking to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Leaves it with the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wilson to pass. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Still running at the 40. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of...
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They want to run it left here. On the move at the 30. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wilson will throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Hayes. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Finds his tight end, and he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on target this time. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wilson to pass. Rushes on him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. And the Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wilson will throw. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
To the air, it's Alford. Fires to the big fella.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's small. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
And no stress under...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Alford. Unloads to the right. Got his man. At the 35, he's got room. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.